Well, here we go again. As you can read, this is DJI Mini through October Lake Flight, Part 2. As soon as we get out of this fog, I've got a bad feeling, or a good feeling, we'll probably be on our landing pad. Could be wrong, but I'm not. Anyway, this is what happens when you shoot your first video and then all of a sudden you want to go home and you look and you got 3 or 4 more batteries in your bag. So here we go again. If you think that last video jerked your head around, this one's going to make you sick. As you can tell, I did not go in after the last update and reset all the values in my gimbal settings and drone control settings. So the pitch and yaw and the gimbal up and down is way too fast. So I promise I'll get that fixed, hopefully in the next 2 or 3 videos. But anyway, please forgive me for the abruptness and jerkiness of the camera and the flight. But like I said, when you have 2 or 3 batteries left and you're getting ready to go home, you drove all the way out to the lake, you just say, I just can't do that. So we're up in the air again. We're flying over the marina now. We're filming at 4K, 30 frames a second with the Mini 3, Thelma Lou again. Had to take her out and get some wind up her skirt there. She gets jealous of her half-sister, Peggy Sue. Been flying Peggy Sue a lot lately. Got that Buddy Holly song in my head and can't get it out. Anyway, don't want to get it out. Great song. Taking a short ride around the lake this time. Not going to be near as long as the last video, but just thought I'd take you around the shore a little bit, let you see some of the landscape here. The wind is still 10 plus miles an hour on the ground, and up at altitude, UAV was forecasting 20 plus. And I think she is about right on that. But the Mini 3 handles the wind really well for such a little drone. She handles it better than my Mini 2 does, but Mini 2 handles the wind very good also, but it gets a little more gimbal tilt in the wind than the Mini 3 does. But don't get me wrong, the Mini 3 gimbal, when you're flying cockeyed to the wind, it'll tilt on you too. So anyway, we're taking a jaunt around the lake. It's probably, I'm guessing, 11 o'clock time frame, somewhere in there. There's a nice big golf course over here on the east side of the lake. And I thought about flying over it, but I remember how boring it was when I golfed years and years ago, so I don't want to bore you with that. So, but it's a beautiful course. It's named after one of our football players that played here professionally years ago. And then I think he got in the city council or the county somehow, and when he got elected to that, somehow he got his stinking name on his golf course. So anyway, it's a real pretty golf course, and then the college is right out here. That's the college back over there to the left. So quite a lot to do at this lake. A lot of good areas to put in. A lot of good fish, a lot of pike in this lake towards the dam. There used to be anyway. I don't know if there is now, but it's not a huge lake. It's got the main body here and two arms that run on the south side of the lake, but man-made lake. And in the middle of town, basically. So people like to use it. It's a real pretty lake, though. I like it. Anyway, we thought we'd use up another battery and see if we can get your neck to hurting with some of these maneuvers again. Somebody told me the way I'm flying, I don't reset all my settings. I ought to be using a DJI Avata instead. I think I'm driving or flying an FPV drone. Well, there you saw the skyline, and it doesn't look, the horizon looked pretty straight, considering the wind. And you can see the wind on the water there. There's no white caps. Gotta have faster wind than that, but you can see it is blowing pretty good. Now, there's a boater out there fishing. Like I said, a lot of fish in this lake. I used to fish this lake at night on my friend's boat. We go out and float lights and catch crappie at night. Man, we used to slay them. And there's hardly a better eating fish than crappie. They're pretty good when they're filleted. So anyway, we're going to take a short jaunt around this corner again and look where they catch all the pike at up on this rocky dam. And it's one of the deeper parts of the lake right there. And I'm not sure how deep this lake is, but it seems to me, somebody told me it was 45 to 50 foot, somewhere in there. I thought it was deeper than that when they dug it out. I can't remember how many years ago, 20 years ago now or something. There's the main dam, and there's a spillway that runs underneath that dam where they can drain water. You can see it down there on the right, and they can let water out of the lake as need be, I guess. So we're going to head on back. Like I said, this is a short flight. They got that marked off there. They don't allow any boating, any boats closer than that. And they don't allow any fishing out there either. So, but you can fish everywhere else on the shore. So I see myself standing there, and I'm going to bring her back in, and something catches my eye here, and I'll fool with it a little bit, and then we'll bring her back home. Takes a little more getting used to flying over water all the time, because if you lose it, you're done. DJI Refresh is not going to give it back to you. Look at the top of the screen. I see a boat on the way. Does he see me? That's the question. So here he comes. And I say, aha! Before I land, let's just have a little fun here. There he is. And that's hard to do with control sticks being so funky, like I said, but flying sideways, trying to keep up with him a little bit. I'm not in sport mode, I'm just in normal mode. Not flying over them, just flying around them. And I think I've had enough fun with them, so I'm going to stop and let them go on. And there they go. So with that, I'm saying it's about time to bring her back in. This battery, I think this battery I just put in was one of the light batteries that doesn't hold or have as much charge as the extended batteries. So decided it's time to bring her back in. Try not to land in the water. Sometimes I get a little bit too close to the shore for my own good, especially when the wind's blowing real hard. It can get a little bit tricky there. But we'll get her in here pretty quick, get this figured out, and get turned around. I always like landing with my nose into the wind for some reason. It just makes things a little bit easier. But you can see I'm about 5 foot. I cleared off a spot. Look at all them rocks I moved. You know how long that took me to do that? Get that bare spot there? If you believe that, I got some land to sell you in Florida. Anyway, we'll get squared around here. We'll put Thelma Lou's nose into the wind and back her back in. I want to thank you guys for watching this short flight. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe out there. watch that golden rule. It still works the best for all of us, I think. And we'll hopefully get some more content out for you pretty soon. Thanks again for watching. Be safe, everybody. Here we go. And boom.